I previously made a video showcasing some Lantern Corps options for Sonic characters, and ever since making that video, I've been wanting to make a sequel to it. And since you guys have voted that you guys would be interested in seeing that as well, here we are. But first, here's a recap. The Lantern Corps are groups of individuals with rings that are powered by a certain emotion that can create solid light constructs. These being the Green Lanterns of Willpower, the Sinestro Corps of Fear, the Red Lanterns of Rage, the Blue Lanterns of Hope, the Indigo Tribe of Compassion, the Star Sapphire Corps of Love, the Orange Lanterns of Avarice, the White Lanterns of Life, and the Black Lanterns of Death. There's also the Ultraviolet Light Corps, which is believed to be powered by shame. The characters we'll be looking at in this video are Shadow the Hedgehog, Rouge the Bat, E123 Omega, Silver the Hedgehog, Blaze the Cat, and Vector the Crocodile. With that out of the way, let's get into this. Shadow the Hedgehog was created by Gerald Robotnik, Eggman's grandfather, to be the ultimate life form, and he was a complete success.
So, Shadow, you are the military's top secret weapon.
He was nearly indestructible, immortal, and had several chaos abilities to back him up. This naturally made people very afraid of him, so much that the government of the world sent a troop to go and take him down. During this, Shadow was captured and locked up for 50 years, and his best friend, Maria, was killed.
Maria!
Naturally, once Shadow was released by Dr. Eggman, Shadow wanted to take vengeance on the world.
I still remember what I promised you. For the people of this planet, I promise you revenge.
Which would make him a perfect candidate for the Red Lanterns of Rage. A Red Lantern's mission is to serve out vengeance across the galaxy to those who deserve it, and they use Rage to power their rings. And Shadow could be a good fit for this corps, although I'm not sure if he'd agree with Atrocitus's morals.
I hoped you'd be an ambassador for my legacy.
A legacy of murder and hate.
Now, apart from the Red Lantern Corps, I think there are two other groups that he would qualify for. Obviously, he inspires a lot of fear, that is why the government went after him in the first place, so the Sinestro Corps could work for him.
Humanity wasn't just jealous of your power. They feared it.
Although I doubt he would willingly work for someone like Sinestro, he could qualify for one of their rings. And I think there's one more Lantern Corps that he could qualify to be in, even if it is a bit of an odd choice for him. I think he could qualify for the Blue Lanterns of Hope. Now, at first, this makes absolutely no sense. For one, he doesn't really inspire people, with a few exceptions here and there.
Yeah, he did it! The Black Comet is destroyed!
Shadow, that was sweet.
I hope he's okay.
I'm sure he's fine, Rouge. After all, he is Shadow.
He isn't exactly an optimist, which the whole point of the Corps is believing that there's always hope, even in the most bleak of situations.
Exactly. As it stands, there's no way we can win this.
But he has shown signs of hope. For one, when it was revealed to him that in the future mankind would betray him, he didn't let vengeance take control of him. He was able to forgive humanity and hold on to his morals.
The world will betray you. Why fight at all? Why risk your life for those who will persecute you later?
If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will fight like I always have.
And the Blue Lantern Corps can recruit people even if they have a bad temper. What really matters is if they have hope in their heart. So I think any of these Lantern Corps could work for Shadow. Although I do think if I had to choose, I think the Red Lantern Corps would be best for him. That just seems like a match made in heaven. Rouge the Bat was a little more difficult to place than I originally thought. At first I tried looking at the fact that she's a jewel thief, so maybe she would belong in the Orange Lantern Corps of Avarice. But it's clear that as much as she loves material possessions, she does value things above it.
So what's next for you, Rouge? Off again to find those jewels you love so much? Nah, I think I'm gonna give up this line of work. Too much work for too little pay. Anyway, I've got something better than jewels that I'm thinking about right now.
So once I eliminated the Orange Lantern Corps, I looked at the Star Sapphires of Love, since she can be quite a flirty character.
Imagine us together 24/7. My, I wonder what that'd be like, don't you?
Although, I don't think this core would be right for her either, since her form of love seems to be mostly flirtations. And yes, admittedly, there is speculation saying that she might have stronger feelings for characters like Knuckles or possibly even Shadow. But that's the issue. It's all speculation. It isn't written in stone. While the Star Sapphires, their love for the people that they care about is just constantly pouring out of them. It can't be denied that they have love for them. So I don't think this core would be quite right for her either. The final core I considered for Rouge was the Indigo Tribe of Compassion, which actually worked for her pretty well. Yes, at face value, she comes off as a flirtatious, greedy person, but at her heart, she's actually quite compassionate. For example, when most people see Shadow or Omega, they just see beings of destruction, but Rouge actually considers how they feel.
Now I see it. Now I know what this is all about. You're mad at Eggman for sealing you in this room. And you can't remember anything, can you?
Despite the fact that she didn't owe anything to either of them, she still was willing to help them find Eggman, whether it be to discover the truth of their past, or for vengeance. Yes, admittedly, she benefits because she wanted to rob Eggman blind, but she could have done that on her own. And if none of that convinced you, I think the scene from Sonic 06 proves it. Because despite the fact that everyone in the world turns against Shadow in the future, Rouge has this to say on the topic.
Shadow? Even if you believe everyone in the world will be against you, know that I'll always remain by your side. Remember that.
Keep in mind, if she stood by Shadow during this, she'd be just as much of a target as Shadow would be. Now that takes true compassion to stand by a friend, even when the entire world is against them. So I think the Lantern Corps of Compassion would be the best fit for Rouge. Unlike the other two members of Team Dark, Omega's Lantern Corps is so blindingly obvious I don't even feel like I have to explain it. But I will anyway. Omega's whole purpose in life is to take vengeance on Dr. Eggman for sealing him in a room and all but abandoning him.
You're mad at Eggman for sealing you in this room.
So I think this undoubtedly puts him into the Red Lantern Corps of Rage, since he's just trying to take revenge on Eggman. Yes, he befriends Team Dark, but that's still his mission, to bring down the Eggman Empire and finally kill Dr. Robotnik for betraying him. So I can say without a shadow of a doubt that Omega belongs in the Red Lantern Corps of Rage.